All right, here we go. I want to talk to you today about getting your book finished. Now, I just about freaked out this last week when I was at a conference, and I met several people, not one, several people who said, oh, yeah, I've been working on my book. Oh, and I said, very interested, how long have you been working on it? One person said 10 years. I've been working on my book for 10 years. That sounds awful. Okay, I don't know about you, but I can't think of anything I'd want to be working on for 10 years and still not have the end in sight. Okay, that doesn't work for me. Now, if it works for that person, awesome. But here's the thing about a book. It's actually not a book until it's written and published. It's a writing hobby until then. Okay, so if you actually want to have a book, then you need to finish it and you need to publish it. Let me just say one thing, is that those of us who are perfectionists and we want to have everything perfect, then it is a little disturbing to think of stopping, like that it's not something to be improved upon. Okay, so you improvers are going to have a real hard time letting go and going, okay, this book is done, at least for now. This edition is complete, but we need to get you there. We need to get you there fast. So really, the number one thing that's stopping you from finishing your book could be perfectionism. Okay, so let's get off that bandwagon and just give ourselves permission not to be perfect. Guess what? It'll never be perfect. And I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not perfect. Okay, shh. I promise I won't tell anyone, but you're not. Okay, so when we can actually embrace that part of ourselves that is totally imperfect, then perhaps we could embrace the book that will also be imperfect, okay? And let's just get it done. Let's just get this book handled and get it published, okay? Because the best book is the finished book, is the one that actually gets published, okay? That's the best book, not the book that's in your head or in a bunch of piles on your desk, okay? That's not a good book at all. I don't care how great it is. It's not a good book unless it's actually a book, which means it's finished and it's been published. So a technique that might help you, or a little tip that might help you complete your book, is to actually have a strong why. What do I mean by that? Well, if you really get in touch with why you need to get this book finished and why it needs to be an actual book and not just an idea floating around in space, if you get clear as to why you're writing your book, then I'm telling you, that will help push you over the finish line, right? You also might need a mentor, and some accountability. That always helps. And I can talk about that in a different video, but I really wanted to share with you today this whole idea about preparing in advance to be successful at completing your book includes getting very clear as to why you're writing it in the first place. Okay? Is it because you want to leave something behind, okay, to those that are following your footsteps? Maybe you're at the beginning of a whole movement and you need to pass that torch. Okay, that's a great reason why. Maybe you have an idea or you've had an experience that would really help someone through a terrible time. You've got to get in touch with that. You've got to get it done. All right, let's complete your book. Let's get it done and get it published and into the right hands. Okay, so getting in touch with your why. If you don't have a strong why, every little obstacle that comes up will block you and will keep you from getting that book finished. So a strong why. And returning back to that, my suggestion is to write that down. Write out your strong why, your big, bold why you're writing this book. Yes, it will be imperfect. Yes, there'll be problems and mistakes and obstacles along the way. Okay? That's a given. Done. Let's just get it done. Okay? Thank you. Oh, and if you want help getting your book done, I have a book class. I'm actually taking a group of people from the beginning all the way to the end. It's an 8-week course. It's coming up on June the 11th. if you would like to be a part of that, direct message me, and I will make sure that you get to be a part of that. It's called the Ultimate Bestseller Formula. Would love to have you a part of it. All right, so just give me a message. I'll send you some information. Peace out.